this fuck. Shit. Okay. I haven't done a video in a while. My intro right there is very cringe. Anyway, so hi, it's been a while. This is my June log is going up in the middle of July because I haven't had time to record, but now I finally can. So let's get right into it, shall we? June 2022. Just a forewarn. I'll let you guys know. I read some dark stuff, and I will preface it like before I talk about it. Anyway, first one. This is dark a little bit. The God's Lie. It was very good. It was a one shot, if you want to call it that. It gets dark in the middle, but for the most part, it's pretty lighthearted. Cheery, and the ending. I feel like it ended very well. Like, you could easily make a movie out of this. Boy talks to girl and her little brother, and they hang out, and then, like I said, something dark happens in the middle, and it's kind of like, oh boy, yikes. But it was a great read, and I don't regret it. Next up, The Island in the Puddle, or In a Puddle. It's written by the same author who made Erased, or same mangaka, rather, which is really cool. You can kind of see the similarities in the art style. And I cannot wait to dive more into this as more volumes release, because really great. Essentially, actually, I can't give any details away, but I don't know why it's called The Island in a Puddle. Maybe we'll find that out later. Maybe we won't. I really like the concept, and I'm very curious to see where it's gonna go. I like stories where you can't predict what happens, and this is one of those. Anyway, up next, Mob Psycho 100, Volume 9, if I'm correct. Very nice. Loved it. And I think this is from the recent trailer drop for Season 3. I can't wait until we learn more about their religion, and I want to see more stuff with that, which I think we're going to see in Season 3. I also love how they drew him. Helmet. Psycho helmet. Anyway. Karate Survivor in Another Universe. I loved it, but my 2 volumes at first, they got lost. They would have been May's log, but they weren't. So, legitimately, the only thing that arrived in the mail was the slip with my address on it, like, from the box, as if it were ripped off, as if someone stole these volumes. I wasn't able to get a refund. I'm not mad about that. It just stuff happens. It's life. But I did enjoy the reads. And I think I looked, and it doesn't look like Volume 4 is coming out until January. Like, what? I have to wait so long, but it's going to be great to start off the new year with it. Ugh. I'm tired, and I'm not tired. I'm just yawning so much. It's the afternoon right now. Anyway, I love where the story's going. Next up, this one was weird. I had this on my list a while. This isn't anything new. Like, I think it's done. It's called Toyo Games. A Black Ballad to You. It reminds me of a lot of other things, like Future Diary, amongst some, for example. And it was, the first volume was interesting. It's one of those series where I'm like, how are they gonna make it last so many volumes? Like, how is this gonna? I don't know how many volumes are out, but it's, like I said, I don't know what's going to happen to make it last a while. That's how I thought about 20th Century Boys, for example, and shit kept getting thrown at me, and I'm like, whoa, 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 beyond my expectations. But of course, that's written by Naoki Urasawa, so it doesn't surprise me. The cover looked a bit sus. I'm not gonna lie. I'm hoping this seems like one of those where it's very psychological. I mean, some stuff happened and it's like, holy shit. Like, I didn't see it coming. But it feels like it's going to be one of those where it's going to have a ton of those, where it's like, oh, plot armor, essentially, just to keep it going. Maybe I'll see. It's going to be one of those where I'm going to get volume 1, and it's going to be forever before I ever get the next volume. Unfortunately. But that's why I literally have a shelf full of volume 1s. I guess it's like, if I can't find a series I like, go to it, read it. Quite dark, gory, and whatnot. Just forewarning. Oh, this one. Senseis Pious Lie. I don't know if it's new, but it's not your average manga. It deals with sexual assault, among other things like blackmail and whatnot, and how these people are coping with it. And this is the sensei. She has her pious lie. So I don't know what pious means. I heard it again, and something else I watched. Hang on. The devotedly religious, hypocritical display of virtue. Sincere, but unlikely to be fulfilled. I think it's hypocritical. Her hypocritical lie? But it's not, I mean, she's the one that was blackmailed and assaulted, and she's gotten in this very toxic sort of, not relationship, but situation, and she's not alone. It's not just her story. We delve into other people's as well, but she is the main character, the protagonist, and I did get volume 2. I saw it in the store, and I was hesitant to pick it up and get it, but I did. And I don't know if this is like an ongoing series. I think it might be, judging by it. But yeah. Next up. Hang on. I don't know how I feel about it. It's one of those where it feels like I'm living through her, like But next up, Doubt. Yes, I finally got volume 1. This is, I will say this again, just like Toyo Games, or however you pronounce it, not Tokyo Games, it was Toyo, like Tohyo. But Doubt, I know Doubt is like a part of a 3-part trilogy series. There's Doubt, Judgment, and Secret. Doubt is the first part. It's like Among Us, basically. Or maybe Among Us was inspired by this game. There's a traitor among them, but it feels like, I don't know, it's a 3-parter series. So after, the volumes in this Doubt, there's Judgment and Secret. So I guess I can't really say much. I can't say like, oh, it's one of those series where everything's going to get thrown at me, plot armor and whatnot. It seems like it could be that way. Like, I don't know how it's gonna extend on. I can't predict it. But it does give some Saw-esque vibes. I liked the first volume. I want to keep reading. But it's not one of my priorities. It's going on the volume 1 shelf. Next up. Summertime rendering. Yes. It has an anime that's coming out or is releasing. But it was supposed to be on Disney Plus, but not in the US apparently, so I can't watch it. And I'm like, I'm not going to go out of my way to watch it, so I might as well read it. I read volume 1 and 2 last month, and I picked up volume 3 at the store the other day, which I'm going to read in July, which is the current month I'm in. But it's like ReZero mixed with it's ReZero with some other stuff mixed in. I forgot how I described it to someone else, but I used the word ReZero. It's really good. I'm loving it. I mean, of course I am. I just got volume 3. Man, what can anyone say about this, really? I have fallen for the trap. I like it a lot. And there's blood and whatnot. Just like doubt. Yeah. Next up. Sakamoto Days Volume 2. I loved it. I really did. There was a lot of action, a lot of... It looks like we have the story going in a direction. I'm starting to like these type of mangas more and more. Or it's like episodic, but not like at the end there's like underlying plot. I'm starting to fall for these more and more. I can't help myself, honestly. Yeah, I can't wait for the next volume to come out. Solo Leveling, Volume 4. Yeah, no, it was good. I think there were only 2 chapters, but they were super long. The manhwa, the graphic, comic version, not the light novel. It was so cool and epic. And it looks like we're gonna get some more player-to-player fights. Yeah. I love it. It's epic, like I said. Next up, I'm really gonna love talking about this next one. The Breaker, Volume 3. Oh my god, we got to see our boy in action. He was getting beat up a lot, but now we got to see him at least fight back, use his skill. He almost killed someone. Epic. God damn, I love this so much. I need Volume 4. It's so good. While I was looking at the panels for this, I saw some sneak peeks of future chapters. I saw our boy doing well. And I was like impressed. Like even the other characters were impressed. They were like, he's using his brain and his newfound karate skills to his abilities. And I just love it. I shouldn't say karate, I should say martial arts skills. Yeah. Super good. Next up, Alice in Borderland, Volume 2. I was very surprised. Holy shit. Like, in the first half, a lot of shit went down. Even in the second half of the volume. But in the first half especially, it threw a curveball. I mean, maybe people who are watching the Netflix series already knew that. I don't watch it, so it came out of nowhere. To me, anyway. This happened in the volume. He was sleeping next to a woman and I guess he had never done that before, and he was like very nervous about it. But I need more. Some of these I just need to grab and say, Viz Media or whatever publishing company, or this one, Viz Media, give me more, please, give me the nectar. Very good. Can't wait to see what happens. Blue Lock. I didn't know if I'd like this because it's soccer and sports, but it was described to me as Squid Game. Soccer Squid Game. That was the description on Barnes & Noble's website. Soccer Squid Game. And it's not wrong. I'm not into soccer, but it explains some stuff for you. And it really is like Squid Game. I don't think anyone's died or is going to die in this, though. It's such a weird concept. 300 soccer players, but they're all strikers. So they're all on street. So, like, they're each put in teams. But sometimes they work together, sometimes they go against each other. Like, their teammates. And they're all strikers, and they have to adapt to the situation, and they have to outlast each other. Anyway, it's out of the 300, one's going to be left, and they're going to be put on a soccer team at this facility, Blue Lock. That's where the name comes from. It's called the Blue Lock facility, and they're going to be put on this soccer team to help win the World Cup for Japan. That is the thing. A lot of people see it as unethical. And they're like, how could you do this? But it's like, it is what it is. Anyway, next up, Blue Giant. Finally finished the series. But it's not over. It has another series, which takes place after this, in Europe. The adventures of our man here. Something unexpected happened. It came out of left field. And I was like, holy shit. Damn. But the spin-off, not really a spin-off, it's called Blue Giant Supreme. And we see his adventures. He's going to school for music now. I can't, if it gets an English release, I will read it. But if it doesn't, I will be satisfied with where I left off. Yeah, that's about it. And I wanted to include this. Let's look at all this manga. Haikyuu, you got Gone, The Promised Neverland, Hunter x Hunter, Yu-Gi-Oh!, One Piece, My Hero, Gintama, Black Clover, Dr. Stone, Toriko, Digimon, Bakuman, Bleach, Naruto, Blood Cell C, Blood Cell, Death Note, JoJo, yeah, no, that's about it. I think I'm gonna end the video here. I mean, I've gone through everything. I recommend you read all of this, except, of course, the ones with trigger warnings. Like, look up the trigger warnings before you go into it. For example, Senseis Pious Lie, sexual assault, blackmailing, and whatnot. Oh my god, there's one character in that. I wish he gets death. I'm hoping he gets arrested or something bad happens to him. But again, I will have to read to find out. I got some unexpected hauls for my July log. Two I was hesitant on because it's like, I don't know if I like them, but I kind of did. And of course I'll get into those when I make my video. Also Rurouni Kenshin. See ya in my July log. Hopefully I have it out in July and not the middle of August. Yeah, see ya.